Bye, Maggie.
Au revoir.
Thanks,
See you later.
Maggie. This week's episode, we are tackling Empire, August 1998, the Godzilla issue.
Okay.
Now, have you
August 98.
seen the original American Godzilla?
A long time ago. I can't remember it, but I know I've seen it.
You know you've seen it, and you know you'd recognize it if you saw it again.
Godzilla for sure.
It's
Godzilla.
It's Godzilla. It's had something of a renaissance recently. I've seen a lot of like Instagram and socials reels where it's like, did you know this CGI was done like this? And like, it's actually pretty cool because it was like
About the original film.
about the 98 one of like, because it was at a time when you couldn't use CGI for everything. You couldn't build like a CGI street. And
You just had to have 100 guys in a costume being Godzilla.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I remember that, yeah.
But so there's been a lot of like revisionist, like it's actually really good. And you're like, well, the film's not very good. And the CGI is actually quite bad at times.
Yeah, right.
It's really like, there's a lot of impressive stunt work and things like that. So they would combine like physical effects with like, you know, debris falling and people, you know, running around with CGI in quite a cool way, in a way that now a lot of that sort of stuff is done with just fully CGI.
Well, everything is CGI now. I think this might be like one of those films which was in the perfect sweet spot of making films where you'd have to go out and actually film things rather than almost everything being in a studio, right?
Yes. And we say that from Pinewood Studios.
We say that
the
from
home
the home
of doing that.
making everything in a studio.
Yeah. So tell me what you were doing in August 1998.
Ooh, I was 5.5. I'd probably not long shut myself.
So whereas
Something like
I
that.
was 14,
Okay.
August 98, I was 14.
Yeah.
And I'm like in the absolute pomp of my film like obsession. So I started
Yeah, right.
buying Empire magazine in 97, and
Okay.
I'd buy every single issue, and I'd buy Total Film as well. And I'd sometimes buy Sight and Sound. There was another one that was called like Nero or something like that was a bit cool. I can't quite remember the name of it.
Interesting.
Neon. I think it was called Neon.
And was that your only obsession? Like if you were going to get a magazine, it had to be a film magazine.
And I'd get football magazines as well.
Football magazines too. Okay.
Yeah, and then probably a little later on, I'd start to buy magazines that contained women in lingerie.
Interesting.
Yes.
I used to really love the car magazines.
Never got into cars.
I'm not really into cars, but back then I was just like, I like seeing a nice car. But then what I'd do is I'd go through that one and then use it as casing to see the nice ladies in the
Interesting.
supermarket. Yeah.
Do you think that there was like a big pressure as a teenager for you to have an obsession? Because I feel like a lot of people are like into something.
Yeah.
Because I also got computer game magazines all the time as well. Like I would say I confidently spent £30 a month on magazines.
That's a lot.
That's a lot,
That's a
especially
lot.
when, like, you know, 98, I'm doing a paper round, you know, I'm earning maybe £15 a week, £16 a week.
Got you. So it's half your earnings going on magazines. And also magazines aren't that expensive at this point, right?
Yes, so do you want to take a guess on how much this would have
magazine. Okay, I'm going to say 98. This was $2.99.
cost? £2.70.
Oh,
Pretty good
that's
guess.
good, right? Yeah. So you're buying a lot of magazines.
Yeah, so I'm saying I'm buying this, I'm buying Total Film. So maybe £30 is a lot, but I'm buying probably 2 computer game magazines and a football magazine.
Is HMV a thing at this point?
Yeah, and then I didn't, obviously DVDs are not out, but I'd probably be like buying a VH in 99. Like I bought the Matrix VHS, I bought the,
Of course.
you know, if we went on holiday to America, I'd be buying, my mum and dad for Christmas, they got me a TV VHS player. So it's all in one for my bedroom.
Amazing.
And it could play American VHSs, which
Okay.
were like set slightly differently or something. I don't know. It could play NTSC and PAL VHSs. So I remember, actually, here's the thing. I remember buying on one trip, I can't remember which, I bought like the Terminator on VHS. So excited about that. And obviously in the UK, we got plastic VHS boxes
Yeah.
with a sleeve in it.
Yeah, we did.
In America, it was cardboard. So it was printed onto cardboard and the VHS, so it was a lot lighter, simpler. And obviously I'm like, whoa. What I did buy on one of those trips was Wild Things on VHS.
Okay.
Do you know Wild Things?
I don't.
A film that came out, I think, in '98, where it was starring Matt Dillon, Nev Campbell, and Denise Richards, and it was like a potboiler, like Southern crime sort of thing in America, where it's all very steamy.
Ooh.
But there's a famous scene where they have a threesome in the swimming pool.
Let's go. Sorry, I mean...
Let's go.
what was that like?
And as a teenage boy, like, that was all anyone was talking about.
Yeah.
Have you seen Wild Things? Have you seen Wild Things? I got to go to America, buy it on VHS, and pretend and be like... And then my friend came around and we watched it. And my dad, I remember, coming in and being like, what are you watching? And me being like, it's like a detective, like, crime thriller thing. But obviously being like, pause. Oh my God, please don't investigate this any further.
Yeah, of course. And also, at that point as well, if you watched the steamy scene,
Yeah.
and let's say then you were done watching the steamy scene, unless you rewound it to a different point, as soon as you put the video back in, bang, that's where it's playing from.
Exactly.
So
You had to always
you had to be
careful.
mindful.
This is what kids these days can fire up a little fun GIF on their phone.
It's so easy. It comes up like even when you're messaging someone, you can just literally go to the gift section. It's so easy.
So easy
So
now.
accessible.
We had to go to America.
That's the first thing you do. You go to America. It doesn't matter how old you are.
Doesn't matter how old you are.
You're 14. First step, go to America.
I tell you, part of the reason is because their rating system over there is like it's not for home video. Ours is like you can't be under 50. I think that was rated 18 in the UK.
Yeah, and therefore, if you're under 18, you can't buy the video.
In America, it doesn't exist like that. So you can buy a VHS even if you're younger than what the age rating recommendation is.
What's that, little boy? You want porn? That'll be $10.99.
Off your pop. But you also then, you have to be like, you have to understand this. If you want to get into seeing some boobs
Yeah.
as a teenage boy, you have to, back in the 90s, you had to know what films were coming out that were legitimate enough that you were going to be allowed by your parents to buy them because you're into film, but also know that they had scenes within them
That contained boobs.
that contained boobs.
Of course.
And significant enough for you to make the outlay. It couldn't just be like, oh, someone gets out of bed and you see like a glimpse because you're like, is that going to be worth?
Need a bit more than that.
I need a bit more for that.
If I'm going to spend all this effort on convincing my parents, like it has to be the boob reward.
We need 2 or 3
to
scenes.
effort ratio has to be good.
Yeah, and they have to be good scenes.
Totally.
Yeah, so I did that, and then also you need to have a way of playing them when you get back. So you need a VHS player that can play PAL and NTSC. You don't understand how easy you have it.
Oh my God.
And then then it's also you need to, once you're finished with it,
Yeah.
you need to rewind it to the beginning of the film or to the end of the film if you want to pretend that you've just watched it, to the credits.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that you're when you're out at school and your dad's like, let's see what he's up to. Play. Oh, he's just been enjoying a nice crime thriller called Wild Things.
Yeah. I've seen 5 minutes. I've seen enough.
Yeah.
He's just a normal, regular boy
He's into
who's into crime thrillers
he's
from
a city
America.
head.
He's a CD head. That's it.
He loves it. He loves it. So then 1998, I don't think, I guess this was what, and all it is coming apart. It's an era when I was starting to, think, when could I see boobs on screen?
Tactically,
Yeah.
I respect that.
So let's just say, let's have a little look here now. Shout out to the staff, the editorial staff. This is Ian Nathan was the editor back then.
Big up, Ian.
Yeah.
Big up yourself.
Big up yourself. You did a good job. Lovely lot of people contributing to Empire. Big, thick as well.
Oh yeah.
So their opening,
Well worth that 270.
very well worth it. Their opening Q&A is with Jerry Halliwell.
Yeah.
Because Spice World, the movie, is currently available on video to buy. And it's the How Much is a Pint of Milk interview.
What a golden time, can I say? What a great time.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Now, how much do you think she thinks is a pint of milk?
How much do I think she thinks is a pint of milk?
Yeah. In 1998.
I think she thinks it's $1.99.
How much is a pint of milk now?
How much is a pint of milk now?
Because this is the whole point of the how much of it is a pint of milk thing is like it's like a sign of whether someone's out of touch.
Yeah, exactly. Are we going to look this up? How much is a pint of milk now? A pint of milk, I would say, is 70p.
Okay, typically costs between 85p and £1.25.
Okay,
Supermarkets 85 to 95p.
Yeah. Not too far off.
You're not too far off.
Exactly.
Jerry
In
Halliwell
touch.
says no idea, 50p. So she probably was pretty much in the ballpark for
Yeah.
back then. Probably.
Yeah, I guess so.
She knows how many bottles of champagne there are in a Magnum. Do you?
Absolutely no idea. No.
2.
In a Magnum.
Yeah.
Okay. That's like a different alcoholic drink, right?
No, no, it's just a big bottle of champagne.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, a Magnum. Magnum has so many definitions, but okay, yeah.
Sindhu got one for me. Sindhu V, big shout out to Sindhu for my 40th.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's nice.
And then I opened it after I filmed my special later that year.
That's sick.
And you were, of course, you were very early on in the edit. You can see if you want to. We didn't know each other as well then. You see Daman at the start of my special.
Oh.
Do you think Jerry Halliwell has ever walked out of a movie?
I think she just doesn't watch movies. I think that's what she's going to say.
Well, she has, and you'll never guess which film it was. Came out in 95, I believe.
Flubber.
Sort of, in a way. Judge Dredd.
She walked out.
Yeah, she says it was Judge Dreadful, pathetic.
Knew it.
She's done, that's not a bad bit, to be honest.
That's not too bad. I've seen worse.
What do you
I've
think?
seen worse on stage.
Yeah. What do you think's the worst smell in the world for Jerry Halliwell?
For Jerry Halliwell,
All of these are Jerry's.
David Beckham socks.
It's fear.
Oh, sorry.
Um,
Same thing.
What biblical character do you most relate to?
Mary.
Joseph's cool, a man of many colours.
Oh, okay.
I think she's...
She must be the lyricist for Spice Girls.
Have you ever had a supernatural experience?
She's going to say yes for sure.
Yeah. She was elevated out of her body and whizzed around the room. Do. And then, have you ever had an operation? What do you think she says?
Yes. I have. I broke my wrist.
No, she says yes, but I can't really say.
Ooh. Because she broke her wrist.
Because she broke her wrist. She doesn't want us to know that she's
Exactly.
weak. Then we cut
Exactly.
forward to a front desk. It's in production. It's the Ants film and Bugs
Amazing.
Life alongside each other, talking about the productions. Oh, it's all about animations in general. Small Soldiers. You a fan of that?
Not a big fan of that.
Not a big fan of that. The Notting Hill film.
Notting Hill, still haven't seen it.
Have you not seen
Couldn't
it?
really care to watch it.
I saw it twice at the cinema.
Did
because
you?
I think it came out in 99. Yeah, it will be released in 1999. It was filmed at Shepperton and locations in and around the capital, it says. But I remember it being like, by that time I was 15, and it was like a time where we were going out as a group. People would go out as a group, and you would watch. The cinema was like the easiest thing because you couldn't go to the pub.
Yeah.
But it could be like, I remember going to see Notting Hill with, I think it was just with 2 girls, but it wasn't a date.
Let me tell you something. Stuart has been Mr. Charming from day dot, all right? How is this happening at 15?
But like this, I'll tell you how it's happening. I was part of a church group, and everyone was
Good
sort of
start.
like friends,
Okay.
but like also everyone was sort of like wanted to go out with each other, but also because Christians were like, there was Christian thinking behind a lot of it.
Sure. And when
And I
maybe when you were
wasn't.
that young, you were like, at least some of them will have been like, oh, we can't, but we can hang out.
But we can hang out.
But we can
And so
hang
there was a lot of that like co-ed hanging out where I think probably a lot of people were thinking, I wonder if I'll kiss this person at some point.
Interesting.
But like, no, everyone was too scared because everyone knew each other in the group as well. It was a reasonably large group, but like
Yeah.
the core, it was like, oh, who's going to make the move? And obviously then by like 15, 16, people did start to date a little bit, but then it became like that person's dated that person and now they've dated that person and
Yeah.
then that person's dated that, and it all became quite intermingled.
Yeah, got it.
But it was all very chaste at the same time. It was very PG.
Yeah.
It wasn't even
course.
PG-13.
It was just PG.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even have like tickle fights and stuff.
No.
Really?
First person I went out with, I think we held hands.
And even that was a bit like, whoa.
Yeah.
That was like quite a lot.
I was so nervous. Went to see The Spy Who Shagged Me.
A nice Christian film.
Nice Christian film.
Yeah.
I remember building up the courage, and like we spoke on the phone a little bit, and then we went for a walk
Okay.
around a country park. That was the second date, I think, and it was just I was so stressed the entire time. I found it so stressful.
Is it stressful, like in the sense of you just wanted to act right? You wanted to be impressive?
No, I just had no idea. I was so scared of like kissing someone.
Right.
It was just like the most. It would be like, what if I get it wrong? What if it's embarrassing? What if What if in this situation they're just like, no, I didn't mean that at all, and I'd be like, cool, I'm just gonna just curl up and I'll throw myself in the canal.
Yeah.
I just throw myself in the canal.
Yeah. I just make it easy for everyone.
yeah.
I'll just do that now.
I found it so stressful.
Yeah.
And so I was like, right, first date, Spy Who Shagged Me. Bam. That was the summer when we all saw the trailer and we all just like obsessed with it, even though none of us knew what spits or swallows meant. What is it, baby? Spits or swallows? And everyone was saying it, but I don't think any of us knew what that meant.
It was just a funny thing to say.
Yeah. We just like,
it just hit your ear funny. Yeah.
And then, I think she called up and was just like, after the second date, and she was like, yeah, I just wanted to talk about us. And I was like, oh yeah, I think probably we shouldn't see. And she was like, yeah, I think so. And I was like, yep, that makes sense, because we've barely held hands, and I don't really know what's going on. So that was that. That was that.
Got you.
Cool we got memory. Here we got in the works, things that are being made.
Okay.
Here we go. There's some of these did not get made. Absolutely. Oh, maybe they did. Psycho remake.
Okay.
The shot-for-shot remake with and Anne Hesh.
Okay, didn't see that.
Didn't see that. All right. Let's keep cracking on. Here we go. They're talking about it. A Godzilla sequel. Never happened. Plans hang in the balance after the movie's box office opening in the US. It garnered a respectable $55 million, but fell sharply after the first weekend. People going to see Godzilla are mostly males aged from 22 to 35, and they're not giving it good word of mouth, said one analyst.
Is your analysis of the film consistent with that? Like, would you say, because you probably remember it, if I had to guess, would you say decent?
I remember seeing the trailer for it coming out. The trailer came out before The Lost World, the year before. Lost World came out, Jurassic Park Lost World came out in 97. And it was a trailer of like a natural history museum with the skeleton of a T-Rex.
Yeah.
And a tour group saying like, look at this, it's the biggest carnivore that, trod the earth. And then a foot comes through, crushes it. Godzilla. Something bigger this way comes, or something, whatever, something like that. And it was like, whoa, incredible. Okay, we're excited. And it's like it's a marketing campaign with a bit of humor to it. So you're like, this is going to be great. And it was pretty bad. I think even as a kid, I think I did enjoy it, but like I enjoyed Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I'm in the cinema and I'm watching films. This is the best life I'm living.
Exactly.
But I think if we're absolutely...
if we're going to be honest about it, it wasn't the best. But the concept of Godzilla has really lived on. Like, Godzilla has appeared in several movies again and again over the years.
And also the most recent one, was it Godzilla -1?
Right.
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So they got it right. But at this point, probably less people are interested in...
Well, that one did have a revival. So that's Japanese, that one.
Okay.
And it's like they've made it, and it's a World War II film, because that's sort of where it all came from, was this like nuclear horror sort of thing.
Oh, wow.
And it's really like, the background to it is fascinating.
Yeah.
And then the American just went lizard big. What if lizard big? Scary.
What if we mix shark and tornado?
Good idea. So this is 10 hats every actor should avoid.
Whoa.
Do you want to hear about this? Baseball cap,
Turbans
number
on
1.
There, I swear.
Let's see if Turban's in here. No, they've not put. They've surprisingly not gone for it.
That's weird.
They've gone with baseball cap first.
Okay.
So
So this is 10 hats every actor should avoid.
Yeah.
Okay. Why a baseball cap? I feel like that's
I'll
like
tell
the
you.
first thing they wear.
It smacks of either faux blue collar authenticity, faux youth, faux blackness. They've put in quotation marks,
Wow.
or faux baseball coach. And their evidence is Mike Myers in Wayne's World, Macaulay Culkin real life.
Macaulay Culkin, who at this point would have been like 3 or something.
Yeah, at this age, yeah, he would have been. What is he? A bit older than me.
He'd been a kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's insane. As if they wrote faux including faux blackness. That's mental.
Yeah. They've really gone for it.
And no, but I think the most ridiculous of them is faux baseball coach. They think that if you're putting a baseball cap on, you are trying to look like a baseball coach. Oh, this just come back from practice.
Yeah. Minor league, but it's still pretty good standard.
It's good stuff. It's a part of the pipeline.
Yeah.
We're where they start. You know, all the big stars you see, it's because of my coaching.
Yeah, and to be honest, I'd rather be there.
I'd rather be there. I'd rather be there on the field.
Yeah.
Helping the kids with my expertise. You think I'm just wearing this for style?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Only certified coaches can wear this.
Do you know why?
Okay.
Because it keeps the sun out of my eyes. And by sun, I mean my beautiful baby boy. Right, here we go. Spiky of top and square of eye. This is Dr. Steve's internet clinic. So big shout out to Steve, whoever Dr. Steve is. Wow, here we go. This is basically some websites you can go up to. Still raising a chuckle even in the midst of a heat wave is Deck the Halls, Beat Up Santa. What?
Okay.
Oh, you can choose your weapon and give the fat fella the thrashing of a lifetime. It's losangeles.digitalcity.com/animation/gallery/plug game/xmas/deck.htm.
And this was the time that we lived in, is that if you wanted to visit that, you are going to a computer, you're typing all of that out.
Yeah.
And it's going to take 15 minutes to load.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you have to go and make a cup of tea,
100%.
make dinner.
You're not having any phone calls in that time.
Okay, this is interesting. Useless Industries is
Whoa.
a snapshot of workings of the world's most pointless multinational, or a vision into 21st century working practices. The advent of a nominal admin fee following a negative performance review may be just around the corner. Okay, so it's like a parody website, I think,
Okay.
of like what it's like to be a multinational.
Okay. It feels quite niche.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think they've gone, right, we need to spread the word, guys. Let's get an Empire magazine. This is going to launch us.
This is going to launch us big time.
Big time.
I'll tell you what they also have here, the fickle finger of fame. This is the easy-to-use guide to the celluloid zeitgeist. So what do you think is the hottest thing at the moment? We've talked about it a little bit already.
Celluloid zeitgeist.
Yes.
Wow. A lot of great language here. We've talked about it a bit already. I don't know. I would have said based on celluloid zeitgeist, I would have said plastic surgery.
No, it's having a go at the Zilla. That's the hottest thing at the moment. So Jerry Bruckheimer's Comet Caper Armageddon features a sly dig at the reptile flick in the shape of a mini asteroid which careers into a street vendor selling miniature Godzillas.
Okay. Again, just so niche.
So niche.
Who's getting pleasure out of these descriptions?
Yeah. And then what is the thing that is cold at the moment? Something that's...
Something that's not hot.
Yeah.
Onesies.
You're saying onesies?
Yeah.
In late 90s. It's slagging off the British.
That's cold at the minute.
That's cold.
I want to know who wrote that. Listen,
I'll tell you.
It's always hot. Slagging off the British is always hot.
So, this is the quote. It doesn't matter if you're good. In America, if you're British, they just think you're smart and better than we are. What? That an American said that. It doesn't matter if you're good. In America, if you're British, they just think you're smart and better than we are.
Yeah.
That's Matt Damon.
That's Matt Damon who wrote that.
back in 1998.
That's insane. Come on, Matt Damon.
Come on, Matt Damon.
Come on, Matt Damon. Come around.
Preview screening there to Dr. Dolittle.
What's insane is that it's an advert every other page.
Every
it?
other page is.
Yeah.
Right, so here's Godzilla.
Here we go.
It's the review, the big one. It's 2 hours and 19 minutes.
Quite
July
long.
17th, it came out nationwide.
Okay.
Big, expensive, overhyped. But now that World Cup 98 is almost over, what's on at the pictures? Pertinent, isn't it?
Little twist there.
Little bit of fun. You're having a bit of fun with it, Andrew Collins. Mm-hmm. Godzilla mainly. The event picture to out-event all previous event pictures. Right from the first trailer, Godzilla has been big news. Its reputation precedes it like a German holidaymaker putting his towel on a deck chair a year in advance. In the 1970s TV ad for Stuart's, Godzilla ate everything in his path. This time out, that includes its own advanced publicity.
I love how they break the fourth wall.
They really are showing off what a good writer they are. So here we go. Basically, mercifully, there follows this is the end of the review. There follows a proper terrifying climax in which the tragic spirit of King Kong is finally evoked, and any warm-blooded viewer will already be siding with the reptile, brackets victim, over the mammals, brackets idiot. Casting aside the forgettable ragbag of a cast, tiptoeing around the leaden script and avoiding the story's many potholes, how come he only breathes fire twice? Godzilla does provide plenty to look at, but that, for fear of sounding ungrateful, is all.
Wow. What an underwhelming review.
Does that make you want to see it?
Not in the slightest.
Not in the slightest.
Maybe this guy is the reason Godzilla didn't do too well.
Andrew Collins.
Andrew Collins, you got a lot to say for yourself, man.
There's a lot of good films that came out here. There's Sling Blade. There's The Gingerbread Man. Mad City. 6 Days, 7 Nights. Love and Death on Long Island. Kiss or Kill looks like one of these sexy films I could have got. Kurt and Courtney.
Yeah, but Kiss or Kill is too on the nose. Your parents will know about it straight away.
Yeah, they will
Kiss
know.
or Kill?
Kiss
I
or
don't
Kill.
think so,
I
Stuart.
think it's going to be mainly kissing.
I think Dr. Dolittle. Have you considered Dr. Dolittle instead? Don't think there's any kissing or killing in that, but all right.
The Little Mermaid had been re-released. Hannah Bye, I've seen that. 3 stars for that. That's good. Paulie, A Parrot's Tale. Chubby Goes Down Under. Do you want to know about Chubby Goes Down Under?
Chubby Goes Down Under. Wow.
Okay, so this is a film, hour and 26 minutes, a certificate 18. It came out July 17th. This is called Counter Programming. Godzilla comes out, also Chubby Goes Down Under. In stark contrast to his contemporaries in the arena of blue stand-up comedy, Roy Chubby Brown, aka Roy Vasey, is actually quite funny. While comedians in the style of Bernard Manning rely on trite racial stereotypes to elicit crowd reaction, Brown merely opens his sewer-like mouth and pours forth a hysterical, if often painful, stream of observational comedy in which the words mother-in-law pop up as a matter of routine. In this, his second foray into cinema after the dismal and disjointed failure of wacky abduction spoof UFO at the box office, Brown reverts to what he and his faithful following know best. It follows this comedian on his Australian and Hong Kong tours and wisely concentrates on his stage show rather than 5 brief interludes in which show Chubby offering his own unique perspective on the Australian way of life and fast food. It doesn't suffer from delusions of grandeur. What it does show is a comedian so comfortable and competent in front of an audience that dealing with hecklers is less an annoyance than the icing of the cake. Favoured topics such as masturbation, going to the toilet, drinking, farting, and masturbation are covered in extensive and graphic detail, and the packed audiences suitably wet themselves laughing. It's hard not to like this film, but equally as hard to see why this has been given a cinematic release. Although Chubby Goes Down Under may not be everyone's choice for a romantic Friday night down at your local multiplex, it will find its core audience after the pubs have shut, and there can be no doubt it will sell by the bucket load when out on video. Fast, filthy, and fun. 3 stars.
Wow. Seems generous given the review. Comedy documentary.
It does sound like he's basically gone, I'll do a comedy special, but I will film a bit behind the scenes, put it out.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit ahead of its time.
Yeah, definitely. If he'd done that a few years later, bang.
Yeah,
he'd have been off to the races.
You're off to the races. Interview with Harrison Ford.
Chubby Goes Down Under is a funny name.
Chubby Goes Down Under. Interview with Jason Priestley. Interview with that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Some stuff about Psycho. Matthew Broderick. This is the interesting thing. People criticised Empire for saying that they would give overly generous reviews to films so as to get the best like interviews and the best features and things like that.
Okay.
And then it's funny when a film comes along that's so bad that they can't even bring themselves to give it more than 2 stars.
Oh no.
Well, like, this is bad.
This is bad. We just have to say it.
Yeah.
Because they have some sort of responsibility to the consumer as well. Like if I'm reading Empire reviews and they're like, yeah, this is great, and like 2-3 films in a row, I go watch them, they're shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not buying Empire anymore.
Yeah, you got to stop.
Stop.
You've got to stop.
You've got to stop.
This is weird because it's in the era where it was video to rent and then videos to buy. So you'd have different sections because you had like 6 months later the video was rentable and then a year late, like...
Oh.
So it was such long delays for you to actually buy and watch a film that you'd seen in the cinema.
That's insane. I also love how movies were just like at a certain point broadcast, and if you had a recorder, VHS recorder, they were just like, yeah, keep that.
Yeah, you can have that.
That's yours now, as long as you had the foresight to click record.
Tape it at the exact time. So that's what my dad would do for. If I wanted to see a film, I'd look through the TV guide, say, can I watch that? And he'd go, yeah, all right. He'd stay up. He would tape it and watch it and pause the recording if it got too sexy. Violence was fine, but if it was sexy,
then
he was like, no, you're not having this.
Taking out the best bits.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I didn't know like the whole sort of plot point of the Terminator. He sends his dad back. John Connor sends Kyle Reese back, and Kyle Reese then becomes his dad that. So it's like this little time loop, temporal sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that because my dad paused it when it got to the sexy bit.
That's so funny. When I watched Hercules, the classic Disney cartoon.
Yeah.
There's a bit where he has to fight the Hydra, and like the Hydra just like swallows him up, and like they think that he's gonna defeat it, but it swallows him up. He dies. Right. That's what my mum she'd be like, yeah, Hercules dies. The end. Right. Years later, I was like, oh, I only watched the first half of this movie. What? Wait, no, but he does defeat the Hydra, and then there's this whole like redemption arc to Hercules. I thought he just died. For ages, I was like, yeah, I love Hercules. It's a sad story, innit? He just dies.
For ages, you didn't really know about 3-act structure. You just thought it was 1.5.
I thought it was 1.5 acts. I just thought, yeah, because my mum was just like, yeah, that's enough.
Yeah.
You've watched for like what? Like an hour now? Here you go.
You're like, storytelling it's good, but it's quite straightforward. It's basic. It's like, here, meet a load of things and people, and then one of them will die. And then that's the end, and that's all stories.
And that's life.
That's life.
That's life. That's what I was being taught there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you have a big build-up to absolutely nothing. It just ends.
And I mean, that's good in a way.
It is good in a way.
Look, I'm getting my laptop out because there's some websites here that they're recommending. And I want to just see
Let's
if they
check them out.
Look, Lost in Space, the movie. Let's see. Website is currently not available, but it is listed as a Warner Brothers website.
Interesting. Okay.
6 days, 7 nights.
I'll be surprised if any of these are live.
Nope, that does not exist.
No.
GreaseMovie.com. That might stay around. Could
Highest
be
hope
something.
is for this.
That takes you to Facebook.com. Sorry, what?
That's just my highest hope was for that one. GreaseMovie.com.
Takes you to Facebook.com/Grease UK. And then finally, X-Files movie. It says your connection is not private. That suggests to me that someone's bought it and it's like a
dodgy website.
Yeah. Right, so none of them are up and available to look at. Oh well.
Okay, well, if you're a hyperlink from 1998, it would have been quite tough to survive, but we survived.
We survived. We made
We're
it.
Here, and we'll be here again next week.